I feel like when we go live with that, did I say this before? It's like a 1970s,
Yeah.
What is that? What are those shows? The late night shows? I feel like I should have a cigarette and a bourbon.
Yeah, that would work. I think that would play well also with the mustache.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the mustache has been.
I'm just saying.
He's still working on it. It's almost there.
It's filled with bourbon right now, which has me a little freaked out.
Tasty.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize that. One of the benefits of having facial hair, is that let's say it's Thanksgiving and you have yourself a little pumpkin pie, and then an hour goes by and you go like this. Oh, that's sweet. You're like, oh, Grandma made a really good pumpkin pie. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Welcome to the 21 Gun Podcast. I'm your host, as always, Kevin Sullivan. We have Jeremy Walton on the keyboard over there. It's like we play our first song and then we go through the band, like when you go to a concert. Jeremy is tickling the keys over there, and Frank is playing the skin flute. Oh, wait, no, that's not acceptable. That I should not have said that.
That's because the dog isn't here anymore.
That is not acceptable.
Start at OnlyFans. Just say so.
You're on the couch. I'm ashamed. So we almost came late. On the show.
I never come late.
We almost were on. Oh, God, this is devolving very quickly. We were just about to go live, and my dog, who's normally just underneath my legs here, was wafting. If you took dog shit and just do bloop, bloop under your nose. That's how strong it was.
Kevin doesn't do bumps. Smell. He does dog bumps.
Jeremy can't smell. It was just horrible. So I'm like, okay, Murphy's Law with dogs. I go outside. I'm like, all right, go. And of course, the neighbor's dog's barking. All this noise. He stopped. This is what dogs do. Like, you want him to take a dump. He just sits, looks up at me. He's like, hey, we're just going to hang out here for an hour. No, dude, go. So he didn't finish. So I had to put him in his crate. And now he's not here. Now he's not part of the show. So I apologize to the listeners. How was your Thanksgiving, boys? Did you have a good Thanksgivings?
Frank, we'll start with you.
Jeremy didn't have a good Thanksgiving.
I know why, but no, it was good. We had a limited amount of people over at the house. Our food was good as per usual.
Mm-hmm. What'd you have?
We did a ham, stuffed chicken, various desserts because my daughter's a pastry chef.
Awesome.
She's awesome.
That's cool.
And she is amazing at what she does.
Yeah.
Various sides here and there, and then we do a brunch the next day.
Pastry chefs. That's like lots of like very delicate like things.
She can, right? And she's amazing at what she does. She loves to do she does like overly elaborate stuff. Like I'm like a cake. Like a pie. She's like, no, we're gonna do this with a raspberry reduction mousse or some other fancy word. Like, cool. I sit and I watch her do it. It's like watching a scientist do stuff. It's crazy.
Now that you say that, I forgot. I had reached out to Jerome Amos. Remember Banff?
Oh yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
No,
Banff.
BFAM.
Yeah.
Brother from another mother.
Yeah, Air Force veteran who became a wonderful cook. But now that you said that, it just dawned on me now that I was trying to get him on for today's show actually, but it would have been better last week because Thanksgiving is over. Jeremy, did you have a lovely festive holiday?
Things have gone a lot wrong, but no, so I don't have family here. And typically, when it comes to spending time with friends and stuff like that, I try to spend my Thanksgiving with my daughter, which they're gracious enough to invite me every year. So we had prime barbecue, smoked turkey, because prime barbecue is the best. Fuck you guys. So I get there, and thankfully they don't watch the podcast because I'm about to roast somebody real quick.
Oh no.
Today's going to be the one day someone's watching the podcast.
Yeah, somebody's mother-in-law, possible soon-to-be mother-in-law. I'm talking she's a New Yorker, but she's Polish and then Russian, and then it was like a bunch of other things like rolled downhill, and then arguing nonstop while drinking, and then it was just like, oh well, do we not say grace at the table? We're not religious. It's up to our daughter and up to others. We don't force it on our kids like crazy Catholics do. Well, we were raised Catholic.
Wait. So, because I was texting right here, and I missed a section of that. So wait, were you at your ex-wife's house?
Yeah, they invite me every year.
That must be interesting.
Now, mind you, we also invited him. We told him he had a spot, at our table, You and your daughter, you guys are more than welcome.
But I
was nice to
want to
do.
see my daughter, and other than that, I'd be at a
She
friend's
was
house.
welcome too.
Well, there's no way I'm going to be able to take my daughter away from her mother on Thanksgiving to go to somebody else's house. That's not going to happen.
Does it because I can't see. I love that shit, right? If I can, like, you bring a whole family, and if I know there's a tinderbox about to go, it's better than football. I'm like,
It's okay. So we're sitting there, and I'm like, let's go Hook style, like where all the kids are sitting around the table and they have their forks and go Grace, and they dig in and shit. Like that's how I am. I'm not a religious person. So she's like, fold your hands, and this is how we say Grace. And Isabella, do you want to start Grace? And she goes, Grace.
oh no.
And she's like, is there no religion in this house? I said, fuck no, there isn't. There's no religion in this fucking house because we don't force shit on people, especially kids, whether it's sex or religion. So we're sitting there and it's getting more and more awkward, but I'm slowly like fueling the flames a little bit. And she's sitting to my left, which is even funnier. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, and she goes, oh yeah, so Jeremy, did you get your shot? No. Literally moves her fucking chair over.
Wow.
Just a smidge.
Yeah.
Oh well,
work.
because the world is like like dying. I'm like, good, yeah, because my daughter's never gonna get it.
Yeah.
I'm not. She's not gonna get that experimental stuff. If you want me to get it, you can still suck my dick. But yeah.
No, I just burped. I didn't want to burp in the
Okay. But yeah, things got real awkward. So I kept going. I'm like, yeah, I'm not getting vaccinated. I really think we shouldn't be pushing this on people. So I'm like stoking the flame, and I'm also wearing my Let's Go Brandon hat. So she's like, oh, so yeah, let's go Brandon, right? Yeah. I'm like, yeah, I know. Brandon Brown, number 68, NASCAR. She's like, it's not Joe Biden? I'm like, well, technically it's Joe Biden, but it's also Brandon Brown, number 68, NASCAR. So I'm like egging it on, all while pushing the same thing just to piss her off a little more. So she looks over at my ex's fiance, husband, whatever they are, which I'm happy with them. I'm not mad at them. He's like, get me my drink. And I'm like, oh, fuck.
Were you drinking at all? 'Cause
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
We were drinking this stuff that she made. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was just awkward as hell. So I'm eating my food while she's trying to say grace while drinking at the same time.
What I find is a good tactic.
You can't take him anywhere.
Yeah.
You just can't.
What's a good tactic when you're approached by people like that is to hit them with facts and logic.
So I did that.
They
and then
can't take it. They can't take it.
And then she kept ignoring it.
I will literally, like, I have this ability to memorize stats. I don't know why. It's like my Rain Man in me. And I was actually at a thing this weekend, and someone was saying that. They're like, oh yeah, I just can't wait. I got my kids. And I was like, did you know 1 in 1,000, I'm just spitting out facts, and 1 in 174,000, blah, 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 and your odds, and and she's like, yeah, I don't care. I'm just going to get it. And it's like, well, this is logic, and these are facts. Either maybe they just have no idea how to approach that stuff, and they don't believe it, or it just resets their brain and then they just can't have a conversation. Then they're like, well, they don't say this to me, but in general, like, let's use Twitter. Well, then it's just you're racist, misogynist, whatever else they can call you, anti-vaxxer. And it's like, okay.
Well,
okay.
the problem and the thing is no one wants to think for themselves anymore. It's impossible. You can't get people to honestly like come with their own logical thought. They're going to do what a Reddit or subreddit or Facebook or Twitter, whatever is word vomited on those pages, is what they're going to word vomit right back at you. Gone are the days of people actually doing legit actual research and looking at things from an objective or logical stepping away point of view. It's gone.
I call them
absolutely
out.
Gone.
I call them out on both sides though, because people with the masks, right? Data suggests that masks don't do shit, especially the way we wear them, in the environment we wear them, these cloth masks, all that stuff. The data it doesn't lie. You can look at it. There was a Bangladesh study, but I could tear that one apart from top to bottom. It's just a terrible study that they said actually that said that the claim of masks were working. Because I just screwed that up, I totally forgot which direction I was going in.
Forward?
The mask. I don't know. What did you ask? As I was saying that, dude, my brain literally just shut down in mid sentence.
No,
I just blue screened.
No, what I'm saying is there's a catch-22 or a double-edged sword for like technology and information, how fast it is. Mm-hmm. I swear, because before, and you'll remember this because we're around the same age.
I remembered what I was going to say. Sorry.
We were on the same age. It's like before when it said news at 11, your ass literally had to wait till 11 o'clock to get that damn news.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
And you had to look at the newspaper and see what happened the night before. Now, somebody can go out and do something, whether it be good and or bad, usually bad because bad news sells, and everybody knows within not even 5 minutes.
It is pretty quick. Like you get something like the Rittenhouse verdict and you text someone and they already know. Everyone already knows. What I was going to say about the masks is both sides, right? So someone was like, your CO2 levels go through the roof and your body and I'm like, they actually don't. You know what? I've seen people who say that. So then I put a pulse ox on me and I wear a mask at work and I'm like, oh yeah, look at 99% oxygen. Come on. But if you're going to make arguments, use legit ones. You take a cloth mask, you take a whatever. There's going to be tiny little particles on there. You breathe through that all day long. That's going into your lungs. We don't know. And then the psychological damage. I could go on for hours and hours and hours. Or the fact that over and over and over, we can point to numbers, data, everything, and it shows masks do fuck all. They do nothing except be a diaper on your face. And caveat.
Okay.
If you are in a hospital setting and you're actively sick and you are using a properly fitted N95 mask and or the person who's taking care of you is wearing one, then there's some efficacy. There absolutely is. But beyond that, sorry. And that's what I wear at work is an N95. So, Jesus, we went down a little bit of a little...
So quick rabbit hole, since you guys have been chatting, there's been a lot of comments about your stash, and I absolutely love it. So my brother said, what the fuck is that stash? All right, Captain Hook, maybe? Kevin said, Matthew, not Matt James Reeves, said, good Lord, Kevin, sorry if I'm late to the party, but that thing looks glorious.
It is pretty glorious. I'm not going to lie to you.
My brother also says, young Colonel Sanders. Matt Reeves says, looking like an equally sexy vanilla version of Angelo Martinez.
I like that. I was thinking more Doc Holliday, although I'm not gone.
I can see the Doc Holliday.
My brother again, I swear Sully is the next one to be on the bucket of KFC.
That could work. Do you know what? Here's the thing so all it takes to make your mustache look bigger is to shave your beard down a little bit shorter. And that's all I did. I've been going from, like a 7 to a 6 to a 5 to a 4.
So that's how I make it look bigger.
Yes, just shave. Go if I go baby bottom here, like a baby's bottom, my mustache is going to look like John Holmes.
Oh, God.
My brother again. Somebody give the 80s their porn stash. Well, he said prawn, but porn stash back.
I think prawn stashes were actually like this, weren't they?
Prawn stash, like like Brazers.
They were. Yep, they were little, and then they were also skinny. You get to here's okay. I don't know. Should I go in this direction? I will. Frank, have you ever shaved clean? You've shaved clean before.
I've had to.
Yeah.
Military. Yeah.
I mean, like since you've had your beard.
No.
Okay. Have you ever had a beard and then gone clean?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
When you do it, tell me, because I've done it multiple times. You screw around with it, right? And at one point, before you're completely shaven, you let yourself have a Hitler mustache. Tell me you did that.
I did not.
What? Everyone does that to look how ridiculous. You're like, I look ridiculous.
I did not.
Wow.
I did do what Reeves did.
What did he do?
And he shaved like portions, so it was like half the side.
So you mess with it. You mess with
that. But I've never done the Hitler.
Wow, you didn't, or what I like to call the what was that guy's name? The
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin, the Chaplin stash. And then there's two things you can do. You can do that, and then of course you laugh and giggle until you shave it off, or you do the pencil thin.
No, I did the pencil thin. I did the pencil thin. I did do that.
That's a look though nowadays. We have TMR supposedly checking in. We're going to keep our eye out for him.
If he hasn't checked in, I actually have a backup guest.
Oh, you do? Who is it?
I sure do.
Do it live. Who is it?
My friend Keisha Boy.
No, I don't just... No, I'm kidding.
Damn.
I'm joking. It was a joke.
She's kind of up there in a veteran organization down in Florida.
Yes,
and,
she is actually.
Okay, cool.
She's done pretty well, and she's on standby if you would want to bring her up at any point.
And she went to...
she's also a prior Marine.
I was going to say she went to the ball with...
yes, she went with him to the ball. I think it was in Tennessee. I was tell us.
He's He's MIA. Whose phone is ringing? Is that mine?
That's me.
Oh, okay. It's okay.
My family group chat, and they're going absolutely banana shit right now with I love yous.
Yeah, bring her up. Screw it. Let's bring her up.
Okay.
So let me just move down through my notes here.
So while you talk real quick,
so we got a couple things we got to talk about. Number one, I still need a Coast Guard veteran for the.
I have one for you. I told you that.
You did?
Yeah, my buddy
but
Tony Barrick. I told you about that.
Tony Barrick.
Yeah.
I haven't heard him. I gotta know these. I gotta talk to these people. Okay, we have a Coast Guardie. Is he local?
Yes, he's in Wilson. He can come out.
Okay. Who's calling me? Jacksonville?
Is that Matthew James Reeves calling Kevin as usual?
Look at going straight to voicemail, sir.
Every time.
Did he call it really?
Yeah, he called.
Okay. So December 12th, not sure the time. Still going to work out the time there because we might have a parade to go to. But December 12th, who is the smartest branch? And last year we had the Marine Corps take the gold. Actually, they got a really good prize. Won't say what it was. Could have been coffee, most likely coffee, maybe even 22 Sierra coffee.
Ooh.
That smells good. Do you know what? It's probably the best coffee I've ever smelt in my... Smelt?
Smelt?
Jesus. Is that it?
Smelts with, wow. That's impressive.
That's a damn good coffee. Well, if you want some, head over to 22 Sierra Coffee Company and pick yourself up a bag of coffee. That might be the prize. I don't know. We're still playing with the idea, but we have a lot of fun. It's not going to be like, do multiplication or anything like that. The questions are well thought out. They are fun, and hopefully we can prove who's the smartest after all. And my prediction is again going to be Space Force, only because last year Space Force was new. It's kind of like a brand new team, right? You come in, you're a brand new NFL team to the league. You're going to get your ass kicked, right? No matter what talent you can bring in. But now he has a year to establish themselves as a force of guardians. And so perhaps I'm going to put my money on the Space Force. How about you guys? What do you think will be the smartest?
The fact that the Space Force has no real direction other than space, their training was similar to Air Force. So
yeah, but we're not fighting. We're using our brains. It's not like, let's go to the pit.
So you could have just had a bunch
pugilists.
of scientists enlist?
Yeah,
biologists,
basically.
engineers.
Isn't that what they did with the NIH? Anyways, if you guys want to, I guess we do. We have everyone covered. We have all branches, so screw it. You missed out. If you want to be on the show, you can't be on the show. Johnny, the PTSD service dog. I'm still looking for a friend. Hold on, let's pull him up here.
Shemaya.
Now,
look at the screen. Look at the screen, Shemaya.
Dude, there's a new...
Shemaya, look at the screen.
I can do...
Just look at Johnny one more time.
Okay, hold on. They changed it. They changed it. So now I have to do share screen. I think share screen's going to be okay. It's when I start sharing videos, should go sideways.
Oh, right. I just noticed your name, the Angry Negro. That's great.
You just got it.
I just noticed it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
The handle on the.
Am I sharing my screen?
Yes, you are.
Okay, here we go, guys.
Shemaya,
Johnny,
look at the screen.
Don't
look
know
at
what
that face.
Don't know what Johnny is.
So I got Keisha up when you're ready.
Okay, some sort of bring her up as I show the dog here.
Look at that face.
Some sort of Australian something.
Boyd, welcome.
Look at those ears. He's like a fennec fox. What's a fennec fox? I know what a fennec fox is because my daughter.
I want one.
My daughter knows what a fennec fox is.
Yeah.
I didn't. She was like, oh, fennec fox. And then she starts going through everything. I'm like, oh, apparently you pay attention in school. So yeah, if you guys are interested, I'm being serious on that. If you guys are interested in a service dog, preferably in the North Carolina area, if you can commute here and work with the dog, work with the trainer. I mean, that's not preferably. Actually, you have to.
Right.
So if you're local and you're looking for a service dog, reach out, Kevin at 21gun.net, and I will get you in contact with the people. So that's that. There is Keisha, and look at that beautiful flag.
I know. I was just about to call
22, that out. And look at. Ironically, I'm wearing a shirt that says 22. It's something's weird is going on. There may be an announcement that's going to be made soon. I don't know. Wait, look. There's a patch for 22 Sierra Coffee. That's amazing. Back here, it's like.
Hey, I actually have a little hand towel over here. If you want to wipe the brown off his nose real quick.
It's a little bit.
Oh, I thought you had a 22 Sierra.
No, that's a weird towel to have. I'm just saying.
Very weird towel to have.
Anyways, how do I pronounce it? Keisha.
Keisha.
I don't have any questions for you. I don't have it. I can. Do you know what? This will be funny. Do you know what we'll do?
Oh, God.
We're gonna go through the Marine Rapper's questions and just see what she does with it. Former Marine. He's a former Marine. I I think that'll be good.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're doing this.
That's what we're gonna do.
We're doing
First-
this, KB.
the first
KB,
thing-
we're doing this.
The first thing is
so
welcome to the show, Ray. Keisha, also known as TMR. Do you know what I was thinking? What if he should for
I
fun?
actually took him to the ball with me.
That's what
We were
Jeremy
mentioning,
was
yeah.
saying. Down in whereabouts? Where?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Tennessee's a beautiful state. I would
It
love
is.
to move to Tennessee.
Just like Texas.
What's
He
his
wants
name?
to move everywhere. I
Yeah,
swear.
no, well, Texas, well, yeah, but no, Tennessee. Whistling Diesel just moved there.
Oh, yeah.
and there's great, like he does the drone shots of his things, and you look around and you're like, God damn, that looks gorgeous.
Yeah, right.
Looks gorgeous. I would love to be out there. Just in the
I'm
woods.
dying to take my wife up there to Gatlinburg or Pigeon Forge. I'm dying to go.
I've
there.
never been. At
Dude,
least I don't think I have.
The mountains and the cabins up there are absolutely gorgeous.
Does it get hot? Does Tennessee
No,
get
not
hot?
really. Not
really,
really.
because you got the mountains.
It's not too bad. But anyway, so continue on with your questioning as we're starting.
So you were so you went to the ball with Keisha and Marie. Now, how did you know her?
Through Instagram.
Oh, really? You just did it through Instagram? That's funny because that's where he got his first like viral fame. As he asked Betty White out.
So they did. So he did a live, and they were on together, and they were chatting, and then they ended up going. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So most like recently to a recent one.
Yeah, this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Are you still a Marine? I'm always a Marine, Kevin.
Always a Marine.
Yeah. Okay. See, I jumped ahead of you on that one. Are you still an active duty Marine?
No, I got out in 2013.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold on. You said just recently you were at the. I missed that. So
At the Marine Corps ball, you can still get invited.
You can still go.
Yeah.
yeah, but neither of you two are active duty. But
You don't
can
have
still
to be.
go?
You don't have to be.
Yeah, as long as you have an invitation, that's all you need.
Do you have to have your
No.
Your,
No.
Oh, you can just go like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Betty
I
White
wore
can
a
go.
dress.
Nice. I wish
It was
someone
all
would ask.
sparkly and blue.
Wish
Yes,
someone would
I
ask
saw
me
that.
to the Marine Corps ball.
My wife said you looked absolutely stunning, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Tell her.
I want to
miss her.
go. I want to go with Anthony White.
She's watching.
Anthony
Trust me.
White, if you're out there,
Tony,
ask me to
I'll
the
give you a
ball,
call, bro. I'll give you a
and
call.
we will. Anthony Brofist Stalin.
Yes.
I can't do this.
I'll give him a call.
Yeah. Okay, we're going to the. Wouldn't that be great? That would be a good gag. So listen, I was working out yesterday. This is actually where I came up with the idea of having you on the show. So weird. I'm sitting there working out, and my kids are really into Bryson Gray. Two reasons why I like Bryson Gray. Number one, he's good. He's good, right? The guy knows how to rap, but also he's a Christian rapper, and nothing to do with Christianity, but the fact that he doesn't swear. So I can sit here and play good rap to my kids and not have them be like, like it's clean-ish, right?
How'd that go again?
I know, I'm not going to rap.
That's called
Damn it.
mumble rap. That's garbage.
Mumble
I
rap.
was trying to get him to do it again. I really was. There it is.
So Topher comes on, Topher.
Yeah.
So Topher comes on with the Marine rapper, and I'm like, do you know what? So my brain started going, and I'm like, over the last, say, gosh, even like 3 months, ever since the Let's Go Brandon thing, and Lonzo Alexander, is that his name? And Bryson Gray came up with these Let's Go Brandon. Massive explosion of hip hop, not hip hop, conservative hip hop, which technically it's conservative hip hop. That's what I would call it.
That's fair.
And they do really well. What are you laughing at over there?
Nothing. Don't worry
I
about it.
can't see. I'm not looking at the monitor, so I don't know.
It's I texted Keisha. I was like, be ready for some info.
So actually, the next thing here is I was wondering if you could flow for us right here. Just I'll send out like an idea and you just start rapping. Okay. So
Yeah, let's do this, KB. Come on. You got this, KB.
bourbon and good times. Go.
Burden and good times.
Bourbon.
Yes.
Bourbon.
Burden.
We're trying to salvage a show here. If you haven't noticed.
Well, like I said, she's part of an organization down in Florida, so you can't go into
we'll
that
go.
as well.
We'll
but
do
we're
that.
messing with you at this point, so go into it.
I gotta hear the skills.
Oh yeah. Let's hear.
You're a white girl. You could rap. Come on.
Let's go, KB. Now you had a whole lot much more. You know what it is?
No.
You know what it is? She doesn't have enough liquid courage in it because during the first time I met her,
She was
at the
rapping all
AB
day
hike, when she was she's spanking my butt with her freaking flagpole as we were walking.
That's
She had a
funny.
whole lot of energy then.
Yeah.
Where's the energy now, KB? Come on.
You don't have to do it.
Rap.
I would feel like a douchebag if someone made me do that. All right, so no, all joking
Because I'm
aside.
thinking I need bourbon in my coffee cup, like 22 Sierra coffee cup. I don't know.
There you go. Oh, look.
That plug, I love
Nice
it.
plug. Yes.
Like this kind of coffee cup? I don't know.
Oh,
Well done.
damn.
Well done.
Which one do you have? Let me see.
That's a wine glass.
Oh, wine glass. I thought she had a coffee cup there.
I have big coffee pods.
Oh, okay. Very good. Very good. Okay, so no, let's get into the normal stuff. So Marine Corps, when did you start? When did you join? When did you put your
2009.
feet on the yellow footprints? Hollywood or what's the other ones?
Paris Island, she's a female.
Parris Island. They recently said.
They
I don't
just
know.
started. They just started.
Yeah.
Was it last year? Was it last year?
Last year.
Yeah.
Last
They
year
started integration.
Yeah, in San Diego. But
How-
up until last year, over 200 years, females always chained 4th Battalion at Paris Island.
South
Really?
Carolina.
See, I didn't know. Every time I have a guest on, I learn something new. You have taught me something today. You have hurt me today.
Good job, Keisha.
Yeah. So, okay. So obviously Paris Island 2009. So you did 4 years. It was kind of like, tell us about that. Like, why'd your career suddenly end, NJP, or what?
I did get one of those, but that's
Oh.
not why it ended.
Ninja punch. No, I'm just trying to tease you. Seriously though. Yeah. What'd you do? What was your MOS and all that stuff?
So I was a Motor T 35, 33. I was an LVS operator.
Dragon
I was-
wagons.
I was in Japan, Iwakuni mainland for 3 years.
Nice.
And then I had to be sent to Camp Pendleton because I was getting medically separated. So I did a little over 4.5 years, but I've had 4 knee surgeries and a major hip surgery. So
Yikes!
Yeah.
Did you wreck one of them, or it's like let's
No,
let's get into your personal medical and traumatic history.
He is a doctor.
So tell me, I play one on TV.
no, actually I got injured in boot camp by a drill instructor, but I kept going on it, and they kept telling me it was in my head. So when I got to Japan, they sent me to Tripler Medical Center, and they told me at 21 I needed knee replacement, and I said,
Wow.
"You can fuck off because I'm not doing that."
Yeah. Did you end up getting knee replacement or?
No, so they just recently did the 6th surgery. They took a wedge out of my tibia, put 2 screws in, and then they flipped my kneecap over and
Oof.
took a cylinder out from under the kneecap and put a cadaver piece in. So
So they gave you the old knee wedgie.
My brother just had
Now,
that
wait.
with something with his leg too, with his knee as well.
What's
Now
that?
that's
ask her
interesting.
what she did almost immediately after her fucking knee surgery.
A fucking hike, you psycho.
You went on a hike. Well, how old are you? Like 26, 27?
Actually, she went on like 2.
Okay.
One, she was in a wheelchair and they pushed her, and then she did another hike after that.
Are you
I was in a
familiar?
wagon, sand wagon.
Oh, nice, nice. Are you familiar with peptides, peptide sciences, anything like that? We're gonna do a little deep dive here medically.
Go ahead.
No, I was asking.
There's your answer.
Are you familiar? Are you familiar with peptides or anything like that?
Maybe.
Okay. Oh, okay. So
No,
peptides.
peptides, not Tide Pods.
No,
I
peptides.
was thinking that actually.
Peptides are basically functional pieces of hormones slash, I guess you could call it that, functional pieces of hormone. So basically what they say is, let's say you have human growth hormone, right? You inject human growth hormone to, you're going to have all sorts of side effects, whatever. That what they can do is they can look at a peptide. I hope I don't bore anyone with this. This is actually interesting stuff. They can look at a peptide. For instance, I have a patient on this one, AOD 9604. AOD 9604. That is a peptide. It's part of human growth hormone. If you inject it, it tells your body to mobilize fat as energy. So AOD stands for anti-obesity drug. It's not a drug, it's a peptide, but whatever. That's just an example. They also have something called BPC 157. They have thymosin 4 beta, whatever. Basically, we'll talk after the show. There's these peptides which you can, not that you would inject these, but a person might do this, right? I wouldn't recommend anyone do this because you need to be under a licensed physician, and giving medical advice would be highly unlikely for me to do. Regardless, if you were to learn about it, what you could do is read about how some people out there, I'm dancing around this if you haven't noticed, some people around there utilize these things and have phenomenal results. In fact, someone in this room, someone who might even be speaking right now, used the BPC 157 on my shoulders. Holy mackerel, I went from crappy shoulders to they're fine. I'm 18. I'm 18 years old in the shoulder part. So yeah, that's it. That's my peptide sciences.
And just a final note, just like Ruggie says, he learned all this while riding his bike across the USA.
That's true. That's true. And,
There it is.
and
There it is.
And keep in mind, I'm not giving medical advice. Always do this with a medical provider, your medical provider, better yet. But if you're interested in it, if you're interested in it, look it up. Read about it for yourself. It's pretty.
She's hanging the fuck up as soon as this is
She's like, click.
Pretty fascinating stuff. Yeah. So, honestly, I'm looking down at my notes and I'm like, what about the efforts to silence conservative artists out there? This is what I got. This is what, do you know what's your? You said you work for a nonprofit. Jeremy says you work for a nonprofit. What's? Tell us about that.
It's backwards.
Other boob. There you go.
Other boob. I don't got boob. What are you talking about?
So what is it?
I couldn't read it.
It's Wounded Veterans Relief Fund.
Wounded Veterans Relief Fund. What does it do, and what's your role with them?
So I was an ambassador for over a year with them, and then they finally pulled me on board for full time with them. We provide hope when times get tough for our disabled veterans in Florida, and we also have so we work to prevent homelessness and keep families together. We provide these critical needs for women and men who have risked everything, fighting for our freedom. And so we are the grassroots nonprofit organization led by veterans. Most of us are veterans, that we have some civilians, both as employees and volunteers. So it's a really good organization. We have a free dental program. You have to be 10% to get this free dental program. And we're trying to actually have more dentists come on board with us throughout the state of Florida, so we can be more than in North Palm Beach, and we can be all throughout the state of Florida.
Awesome. Now, do you have to be a resident of Florida or down there to work with them, or do you guys work with people? Okay.
Yes, we're strictly in Florida right now.
Nice. If someone wants to learn or find out more about that, if someone's listening right now, how can they find you? How can they contact you? Well, your organization.
They can go to wvrf.org, and that's our main website, and it'll give you the rundown of who all is in the office, what ambassadors we have, and what locations. We provide emergency assistance funding as well. So if someone is needing help with their rent, their mortgage, car payment, they have to contact the VA and use their social worker to contact us. It's a vetting process. Yeah. Well,
that adds a level of legitimacy to it. I think that's.
Yes.
I mean, yeah. Sorry, go ahead. I interrupted.
No, you're good.
Dick.
And so,
I'm mansplaining. What you meant to say is, guys, listen. What she's trying to tell. No, I'm just gonna go ahead.
No, but we look over the veterans, their information that they send us that we ask the caseworkers to send over to us, and then we ask that the veterans come to us before they're going to be evicted from their house, or their car payments for their car is going to be repoed, so we can help them before they get to that point. So
now, here's a question: when did it start? Because ironically, you probably had a lot of need for this service in 2020. Talk about being able to predict the future. Or did this happen last year during COVID? When did the organization start?
It's a 501c3. It was founded in 2009.
Oh, okay. Yeah. And when you say ambassador, because I hear that name thrown around a lot, is that like, do you do Instagram, social media, something like that, and then you post about stuff, or explain what the role of an ambassador is? So I hear it a lot, so I ask. And
we have different ambassadors for different regions in the state of Florida. Some of the ambassadors, like I was the ambassador for the Orlando area. We have Will Merritt in the Tampa area. We have a few others ambassadors. Each ambassador is on the website. So if you look up the wbrf.org, it'll tell you. But as an ambassador, you go out and do events, and you tell our brothers and sisters, hey, we're here to help. Here's the information. We can only do so much, but they have to, do the work themselves, so we can help them.
Is your feet currently right now in some sort of bubble bath machine that's like, those things that you put in for mani-pedis?
You should turn your vibrator off.
Do you hear that? Is it me?
There's a mild vibration.
On the computer.
It's like
Oh, it's the computer fan.
Ah, it's a computer fan. Okay. I wanted to look down and her feet are like in the. See, look I was trying to be wholesome and Jeremy goes right for the.
Oh no, I know her too well.
Right for
It's to the
throat.
point to where she's probably got there with no pants on, and it's like, I'm telling you about my organization, and I'm totally getting off.
Well, listen, let's go through some of my stories here, and I think after that we'll be good to go because Raymond stood us up, and
Next time.
it hurts where
Next time.
Band-Aids.
She was
cannot-
texting too. I texted her to see if she could reach him, and there's no response.
Yeah, maybe he's.
I mean, things happen. I get it.
He's
Things
somewhere.
come up.
No, I'm mad at you, Ray Lott.
Oh
I'm just
no,
kidding,
she's
I'm just
calling
kidding.
right now on stream.
Oh, she's
Oh,
straight
no.
on.
right now on stream.
She's right on.
Yo.
Okay, stories. Jeremy, bring up. I don't know which one it was. Air Force Vet Munson. Do you see the story? I think it's the first one. Air Force
Oh yeah,
Vet
the
Munson.
unvaccinated.
Nope. Air Force Vet Munson, 73 years old. He had a. There it is. Yeah. Awesome. So I thought the story was fantastic. Right. I like these freaking Vietnam guys know how to party. They know how to party. So this guy, Vietnam vet, whatever, got old, got sick, and was dying. And you know what he said? He put instead of in lieu of flowers or whatever, place an unreasonably large bet on. I can't remember now. It says right there what the football team is.
Large wager on Nebraska beating Iowa.
How awesome is that? Listen, I respect that. We're all going to die. We're all on our way out, right? I respect that people who understand that, and in their last dying breath, it's let's party, do something cool. And I saw that, and I was like, man, that gives me, like, when I'm old, I hope I do something like that. Like, instead of a funeral, I want, like, I don't know, everyone to just go out and shoot guns, maybe blow stuff up, maybe, I don't know, but I want people to have a huge party, right?
Well, there's been studies, or not studies. There's been actual like cases of like guys in their wills, like guys that are going over to like Afghanistan and Iraq and such, in their wills, leaving like a bunch of money they had saved up for the unit, and like in the will saying, you guys will have a party, or a barbecue, stuff like that.
Well,
I was gonna say that because there's no better way to say fuck it. Like, hey, I died. Let's party.
Yeah, absolutely. And you got to plan. Now, here's the thing: if you start telling people, "Hey, man, I'm planning my funeral," though,
No.
suicide hotline. You're like, no. Listen. I have a good sense of humor. Who knows? I mean, I could just drop dead right in the middle of the show.
But I'm not
here.
betting on Nebraska.
No.
No. But hey,
It's
at
like
least
betting on
that's what he
Michigan or
called for.
Ohio.
I just thought that was great. Yeah, I like these things. The last story last week, just to kind of give you a background, we were talking about the greatest beer run ever. This guy in Vietnam decided to go and.
The dude's a fucking legend.
Yeah. I'm still trying to reach him. I have no way to reach that guy. I wish there was a way, but.
Did you reach Vietnam?
No, I did not. USMC, the Marine Corps. I believe it's the last link I put on there, number 5. They are looking at eliminating boot camp. Frank loves this idea. They're eliminating boot camp for some troops, and I'm not sure who.
The band.
Or
Oh, sorry, that's already there. Sorry.
Or what, they don't have to go to boot camp?
Not really.
Well, okay,
It's a.
That's why Jeremy wanted to go to
the former
band.
recruiter in me is going to speak on that one. So only the top notch like overall band members, and they're not really they're Marines per se. They're like the president's own. They don't have the crossed rifles in their rank. They have the G-Clef in there
For band, yep.
Okay.
So they have a G-Clef, and they're picked from like Philharmonics and stuff like that. They do like a phone
They still
audition
need
on
to
the
go through
phone.
that shit.
Yeah, they do like a phone thing or whatever. And they go through a supplemental kind of boot camp where they learn like the basics of like structure. But as far as like them actually going through a physical boot camp, they don't.
Gosh,
And that's only the president's own. That's like the actual like top notch. So you have the president's own, the commandant's own, all this stuff. So there's different tiers to different levels. The ones that are like you see like at Lejeune and shit like that, those guys go through boot camp.
Okay.
Those band members.
So what it says here, it says, but Marine Corps Commandant General David Berger, whatever, was a fucking moron, wants exceptionally talented Americans to be able to bypass the Corps' traditional rites of passage and begin serving at a rank appropriate to their education, experience, and ability. So woke? Sorry.
Wait a minute. So hold on though. Like, let's say I'm 55 years old and they have a shortage of orthopedic surgeons, and I'm like, you know what?
The Corps doesn't do medical, so it's Navy.
Oh, okay, yeah. So what would it be?
But I see where you're going with that.
Yeah.
So the issue. Okay. So I understand where his
officers
addled brain is going with this, because that's completely only an officer would think of something so asinine.
Yeah.
And not think about how it's going to make everyone else look and feel about it. I have a huge, major issue with all of it, because me being the leader that I was, I'm not going to tell anybody to do something that I either haven't done or I'm willing to do.
Right.
And I have to know that you know where I came from and what I went through. For you to not go through any of the rites of passage that I went through, and now you want to claim that you're in charge.
Or that you're a Marine in general, yeah.
That's utter asinine bullshit. 100%.
So, real quick question though. Are you wearing, is that a Army? No, that's a... Oh, second Marine. I couldn't read it from here. God damn, I need to get glasses.
We have a doctor here who can't see. Jesus.
I would be like, holy mackerel, he's wearing an Army. Do you ever wear anything Army? Side note, this is just because these guys both did the Army after the Marines.
I do. You
do? Every now and then? Do you? No.
He does not. He doesn't. No. Because I did EOD, and I'm proud of the EOD that I did when I was in the Army.
Okay.
So I didn't do EOD in the Marine Corps. I did EOD in the Army.
So that's an EOD badge on a Marine hat.
Yes.
You freaking weirdo. Are people ever look at you like, what's going on?
We got 2 Semper Huas in here.
Yep.
What's a Semper Hua?
we went to the Marine Corps for Semper Fi, and then Hua is Army.
Oh, okay, yeah. And Air Force is
They couldn't
golf club.
cut the Marine Corps, so they had to go Army.
I needed a break. I needed a break.
Yeah, but some of us actually saw combat.
Here's a here, is he giving you shit?
Yep, totally giving her shit. So real quick,
even the Air Force guy in the room got to see combat.
Oh no!
Fuck. Oh, tell me about those tough Marines again.
I was waiting for Korea to do some shit. Okay.
That's fair. That's fair. So real quick,
or China, then we're all going.
So Berger said, as a result of significant lead time necessary to build expertise, we're unable to respond quickly to changes in the security environment that demand urgent course corrections, which I get. The rapid rise in importance of cyber domain, for instance, has challenged us to find creative ways to quickly build critical skills at mid-career and senior levels. So basically, it's not for infantry. It's not just to get people to go bang, bang. It's those expertises that take college.
Nope. I agree with Frank. Nope. Esprit de corps.
No.
Tradition is tradition. The Marine Corps is fucking known for its tradition.
Yeah.
And if you bypass that, you are not a Marine.
I told you about how there's a tradition in the flyer world to do what's called a cap crush, and you've seen those stupid hats. I don't even know what they're called. You look like an ice cream guy, the flat ones.
Piss cutter.
The piss cover, yeah.
Yeah. So we wear those.
It's a cover.
We wear those with the flight suits. What did I call it? A hat?
Yeah.
Oh, well, it's a cover. So we wear that. It's so funny. It's like, I was in the military, and I'm like, yeah, so I was wearing a hat, and I was driving in this giant Jeep with big wheels.
Now imagine being a female with the Marine Corps bun trying to wear that fucking piss cover. That thing hangs down all the way past her fucking nose.
Well, you could crush it in the back, and it kind of just had a look
this
to
thing
it.
You couldn't fucking crush it all.
It's kind of what we did.
She would fucking know.
But we had first sergeants, guys who, I don't know, were just polished boots at the time. We had to polish boots. You know, these guys who are what we would call true blue. You guys would probably call them green weenie or
trees or lifers.
Okay, yeah. And he would walk through and like you're in formation doing something, and he'd go, "Sir, get your hat squared away, or get your cover squared away." And you're like,
"Fuck you first."
You are pulling apart. It's about tradition. We do this because it's a tradition, right? We do things because it's a tradition. We do dangerous jobs that we do stuff that other people would like just pass out in fear of doing. But we do it because it's what we want to do. Allow us to have traditions. If you want to be a cook in the Marine Corps, then go through boot camp, right? If you want to be an Army, I don't know, what's something the Army does? A typist, a linguist.
A typist.
Go through.
What'd you do in the Army? Clickety clack, clickety clack, clickety clack.
Secretary.
I was a typist back when I fought the Kaiser.
I jerked off the general and I typed on keys.
I can't believe I said
got a type
typist.
that I hid behind the watershed.
Go get the Jerry's, boys.
I think the switch for my computer is under my desk. Can you go down here real quick?
Sergeant, I don't think you're going to make it. Tell my girl I love her. Give me a lucky strike. Gosh, that's...
So question, Keisha. So I know you and I have talked a lot, but for the viewers and for them, what kind of... Do you ever deal with any kind of officer bullshit like that?
It's viewer, not viewers, but go ahead.
Yes, there's 7 people, so there's viewers.
Not really.
No.
And we'll move
okay,
right on.
Now what about NCOs?
Yes.
There you go. So now tell us.
Okay. Yeah. So wait, the question was, did she ever get
Deal
bullshit
with any
from
kind of bullshit like that. So you deal with officers who are stuck up on their fucking nose. They don't know what they're talking about. They had a degree and they joined the military thinking they'd be some badass. And you have enlisted who's like, I'm doing the fucking grunt work. Who the fuck are you?
Let me ask this question before you get. From the Marine Corps officers I've met, they all seem to be pretty cool dudes, and whether that means they were from operations, because those guys tend to be a little more chill.
As we discussed last week, it depends on where they came from. If they were Mustangs, they're cool as shit because they understand where you were. If
like
they were,
Mike Stojic.
If they were a fucking ring knocker, fuck them all the way with the dried cactus. If
Now-
they're regular officers,
With this bottle.
if they listened to their staff NCOs, if they listened to their staff, so if they listened to the NCOs, then and they actually like listened to them, then they were cool.
So coming from the world of officers, I never walked past a troop and been like, I'm gonna light this guy up. I don't like the way he looks.
Welcome to the Marine Corps.
They just do that?
Yeah.
Yes.
I would now if he didn't salute me, I'd be like, hey, what's up? Why?
I was in Okinawa, Japan. We had a brand new fucking butter bar. He used to get off on us fucking having to salute him all the time. He would hunt for it. He'd like walk in front of you
That's
and
retarded.
make you salute him. So the rule is every 6 to 30 paces, you had to fucking salute. Now, don't ask me how you salute at 30 paces. You just ball that motherfucker up and send it. But what we did was we legit, because we were sick of this fucking dude. So we knew he was in the office. We fucking 6 paces outside of his office, and every 6 paces, all the way to his fucking vehicle, fucking spaced all the way out. So he had to salute everyone. Last one of us.
That was nice.
All the way out there.
I had a
and he can't not salute you. He has to.
Yeah.
So I had a young lieutenant who was similar like that. So it's not so much being outside, it's being inside. That motherfucker would literally
the
walk
greeting
by
of
and then
the
walk
day.
into the office. Where's my greeting of the day? Officer on deck, motherfucker. Every hour on the hour, he would walk in the office or the fucking shop, fucking
Just to
waiting
have
for
that?
Yep.
That's
Just to stroke himself. Just
See,
like,
I said like if you walked by and you didn't salute, I might say something, but only because I play the game. You're in the military. This is the game we play. When I pass someone that outranks me, I salute them. There's some shitheads that I never.
Oh,
so
we
it's
gave
like
the low salute.
So
We
it's
gave
like
the low salute.
yeah. But it's like, why do you get to cheat and I don't?
You
So
damn
then
right.
you're like,
You
dude,
do.
You
There you
damn
go.
right. You damn right.
what's a low salute?
She just did it on stream.
Oh.
The low salute.
Oh, you guys actually do that?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a total fuck you.
There, so.
It's a total fuck you.
Nice. But I mean, if you're doing that, that's not that. Okay, I guess my question is, what is the low? Like, if you walked by a general officer and you did that, wouldn't that be like, dude?
General
NJP?
officer is different from a Louis.
Okay, I know. I'm just saying,
I'm
like,
not doing that to a star, dude. No, fuck no.
okay,
That's
so
not happening.
lieutenant colonel, a major, like you can do the low salute to a lieutenant, and you won't get. Written up?
No! This is like a total like complete disregard for your rank. You're a fucking prick, and I don't care who you are.
Oh, okay.
This is like I know I'm probably gonna get in a lot of fucking trouble, but this is basically your way of going like, showed
Fuck
you,
it.
motherfucker.
Does a
Fuck it.
second lieutenant now? See, I never was in charge of anyone. I was a flyer, so I didn't have to worry about any of that shit. Does a second lieutenant wield any power in the?
He's usually a platoon commander.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
What's that? 30 guys
And here's the
girls.
thing.
Yeah, at most.
So they have power in the fact that they are logistically and on paper in charge. They don't do shit. They try to bring forth the commander's intent, meaning the commander says X, and then they have Y and Z to
Rolls downhill.
and rolls
Yeah.
downhill.
So he just
The ones
enforces
that-
shit,
the
but he
ones that
doesn't
run
run
it-
shit.
Okay.
It's the NCOs. That's it.
Okay.
Period.
See, one of the things I do regret about my military service, I never got to experience any of this. Because, like, in the flying world, it was, all right, you're out and about, yeah, you play the game. But in the aircraft, yeah, you might be lieutenant colonel pilot, but my little pink ass is going to die just as quickly as yours is. So,
Pretty much. So Keisha, wasn't Iwakuni pretty much officers fucking
my
area
brother was
just
there,
like
wasn't
Cherry
it?
Point?
Yeah, it had to have been.
It's an air wing, yeah. I mean, there was a lot of officers, but
So,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah,
she's
'cause you
walking
got a lot of
around pretty
flyers.
much locked, cocked, and ready to fucking go everywhere
so that
you
must
go.
suck to be in the Air Force. Because the Air Force, no. In the air, in a, God, how do I put this? Yeah, I guess anywhere. So flyers in the Air Force only make up like 10%.
Yeah.
Think about that. 90% of the Air Force isn't near an airplane. So you got 10%, and the majority of them are officers.
So now imagine being at Cherry Point or a fucking air wing, and 90% of your time, other than trying to fucking do your job, is your hand is up here.
That's funny. I never thought of that because we had enlisted personnel that flew with us. We also had support people. But you go into a squadron and there's 75 lieutenants, 75 captains,
Now,
30 majors, 10 lieutenant colonels.
Let me ask you this. So you had a flight crew.
Yeah.
And you had like your chief and you had other enlisted guys that worked with you.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what was your relationship as an officer with the enlisted guys that were in your...
It would be like this. Hey, Frank, do you have some dip? Because I'm a little low and I'm about to... And then he'd be like, yeah, Sully.
There you go.
Yeah, Sully, here you go.
Love it.
And you'd be like, oh, wait, I just noticed Make America Florida. I like that.
That's all right, baby.
Oh, I missed that. That's great.
Now, and I brought that up to just to say that, so when I went to EOD, it was kind of a culture shock for me because I was in all these, big, units as far as like having like 30 plus what I would have you. When I got to the EOD unit, my first EOD unit in Fort Sill, it started out, there was like 10 of us. And then it went to 18. I think at max we were total for 761st, maybe 25, 28 people total. And everything was first name basis.
Yeah.
I was a team leader with like 3 people, with 2 people underneath me, and everything all the way up until the only person that we would call sir was the captain. Everybody else, first name.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have time. We didn't have time for all the other, military bullshit.
When
didn't have time for it.
When you get into those weird specialized groups, that's when it makes more sense to do it that way. And then the wing king, we call him, the wing commander, comes in and suddenly
that just made me hungry.
The wing king suddenly we're all by the books and and then he leaves and it's back to normal. Oh, look at us.
So Keisha, real quick question. So for your organization, do you partner with anybody else locally just in case? So for vets who need to reach out or any even out of state?
Yeah, so we actually do fundraisers and other things to bring in money for the vets. So if someone wants to partner with us, we will talk to them. The veterans in the office, Michael Durkee, the co-founder of the actual organization, he's always there to talk to everybody. So if someone wants to reach out, they can contact us through wbrf.org or they can send me a message or whatever. We'll contact for them.
There's so many VSOs, and I've actually had people tell me.
That's a good thing.
No, it's a good thing.
Yeah.
No, it's not a bad. Well, I've had someone that says, I'm interested. Who was it? I just had him up. It doesn't matter. He's like, yeah, I'm interested in setting up a VSO because I've got this idea and blah, 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 blah. He's like, but I'll just get lost out there. And it's like, no, listen. Like hers sticks with Florida. That's fine. Like you do a local one. Do a local freaking, I don't know. We were going to have soldier socks on. Maybe we'll have Monsoon, nice small VSO. If you affect one person in your community, then boom, you're a veteran service organization. So yeah, don't like, that's all. I love how that's the one thing about this podcast is like every week we get to hear about someone else that's doing something to better the lives of veterans.
That actually reminded me, now that I remember, surprisingly enough, now that I think about it, because I have TBI and all that shit. Keisha and her organization helped me get furniture and attempted with a washer and dryer for when I got my new home. At the time,
that was a different organization.
But they have access to other people and they were able to help out. I completely forgot about that.
Wow. TBI for him is tucking balls injury.
I lost those when I got married and divorced. So
tucks them, and then he was doing the dance like the guy on Silence of the Lambs. And he actually strained. He strained a spermatic cord. We can get into detail if you want.
Where's my chapstick? I'd fuck me real hard.
Dad, what's funny? The guy who played him like just plays a badass cop in every other movie, and then that one, I'd fuck me. There's a new TV show about that, isn't there? Is it out yet?
No, not yet.
It's like the background, the origin story of Clarice.
No, that's not till January.
Oh, okay. Looking forward to that one. And Keanu's got Matrix.
That's on the 22nd of
22nd December. Oh man, right before Christmas. Pentagon says vaccines work. So we're in. We're in, guys. Yeah. It's over.
Yeah.
Is that with the new variant?
15 days to flatten the curve in day 647. Pentagon says vaccines work. I can't remember what number this is.
I got it.
Okay. They've stopped COVID deaths in the military. So they have stopped COVID deaths
altogether.
In the military. No, the virus is becoming
guinea pigs for everything.
Yeah, well, look at myocarditis and all the people that have dropped dead from, but we won't get into that.
Fucking whoops.
The virus is becoming less deadly. It dilutes out. They were like, Delta, everyone.
No.
Florida has the least amount of cases, by the way.
Yeah.
We're
It's the
on-
Sweden of. Where were we just saying this?
The Sweden to Florida. Yeah.
Sweden to Florida.
Or the Florida is the Sweden.
Florida's
to
a
the US.
Sweden.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
So I find it interesting because if you look at the whole like alpha, we went from Delta, skipped over a bunch of shit, and then purposely skipped over one that might have an X and an I in it.
Xi.
And
Oh,
now-
shit! I said it. Oh
I
no!
didn't say it. I didn't say it.
Yeah.
But now we're at the what is it?
Omicron. And what's funny is everyone's like, they're like, actually, guys, listen, it's not really that, it's spreading a lot more aggressively. And then you're like, okay, well, what are the symptoms? Well, they're very mild.
Pretty mild.
It's kind of like having hay fever. It's kind of like, have you ever slept and your nose is clogged on one side?
This morning.
And you're like, that's it?
Every night.
Wait, are we talking about shutting down
Can I
again?
say something real quick?
Yeah, go for it.
What I say has nothing against my organization.
Oh no, yeah, that's us. Yeah, we're the same way. Yeah,
No, I
this is all.
We were until we went solo.
Yeah, it's this is all opinions of each personal that is not reflective of each organization and their local affiliates. Correct.
Yeah.
I will say this.
Wait, she was going to say something.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Keisha. Go ahead, Katie.
No, I'm agreeing.
Yeah, she said it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
So
know.
I will say this: if everything is going well, and I can no longer keep you under my thumb, what's the one thing I'm going to do to get you back on my thumb? Oh,
Scare
shit!
you a little more.
I'm trying to scare you a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put the fear because if you let people actually have freedom and have a Christmas
Yeah.
and have a good time, all that fear is gone.
You mean forego Thanksgiving and don't buy a turkey and all that shit? Mm-hmm.
Well,
I can't believe she actually said that, but
Right?
I pay attention to people's Facebook feeds and stuff, and I
Yeah,
see
you do.
people. I see people pop on that it's like, little Sophia got, this is a made up person, but little Sophia got her first shot, and now we get to go to the mall again, and now we get to. It's like, what?
Hold on. What stopped her from going to other
I know.
stores before?
No, the whole point is it was like May of last year that. Okay, I'm in medicine. I had to pay attention to this thing, and at
what people
first I
don't
was concerned.
understand Is that the virus? I mean, when you do get injected, that's what sheds. It's not the people that are unvaccinated. It's actually the live virus that's shedding for like 5 to 7 days after you get injected with it, right?
No, it's because what you're doing is the mNRA, which is
Myrna.
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 It's a half a DNA, and it's a section of the virus that actually
Right.
it produces the spike protein. So what I like to do is I when I talk about because flu shots, right? I always tell old people to get flu shots.
Wait,
I don't know.
flu's here? Hold
Yeah,
on.
yeah, no,
Wait a
no.
second.
I thought that disappeared.
no, the flu, the flu doesn't exist anymore.
Guys, in 2 years, I've had one flu patient. I used
What
to
the
have,
fuck?
I know, I can't, it doesn't make any sense. And I used to see 10 a day, especially during the flu season. One flu patient, positive test, the rest of them all negative. All of them went COVID for some reason. So anyways, it's like this. It's like a wanted poster. It's like now it's a little more complicated than that, but obviously it's like a wanted poster, right? You see the hair, you see the eyes, you see the nose, and then you go, okay, I'm going to look for that person. This guy's been robbing people or whatever, right? That's what a vaccine does. It takes it's a picture of the virus. So it can actually make you sick. It can't make you sick from the virus. But what you're doing is, especially with COVID, is the biggest thing is the spike protein, right? That's what makes it stand out. The spike protein, it attaches to what they call ACE2 inhibitors in the endothelium, blah, 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 blah. What this mRNA vaccine does is it tells your body to make those spike proteins. So and pump them through your body. So then your body goes, hey, check out these toxic things. I'm going to start to bind to them. They wind up, there's a thing called, God, I don't want to get too deep into this, but
It's not what he said.
there's biodistribution studies.
What did your brother just say?
He said if you kick a damn squirrel and break your toe, they will say it's COVID.
Yeah, that's true. No, he's absolutely right.
Got money.
I realize I'm just
So
boring the
Matthew,
hell out of
not
you.
Matt James Reeves, says, I know for a fact that 5-sided building is grasping at straws, constant meetings and secret rooms to figure out how to gain control of the general population from someone that sits in with JCS.
What's JCS?
Johnston County Services, I'm assuming.
Oh,
Basically,
okay.
they're...
I don't
So-
know anything about Johnson County. Do we live there? I don't know anything about it.
So here's listen, I can't. The frustrating thing about so it's been what 2 years now going on.
I think so.
Either about 2 years. Is that
Between
where we're at
2
now?
and 20, I can't tell.
About
at
2
this
years
point.
now, whatever we're at. So if you look at everyone's like, oh my God, Florida's going to burn. Everyone in Florida's going to die. Oh my God, Texas, everyone's going to die. Everyone's going to die. Everyone's going to die.
What's that?
Joint Staff Chief.
Oh, okay.
So everything is in Florida. It's like everyone's like, screw you. We're just going to live our life and everyone's good.
Yeah. And
then I think I sent you the article. There's a little, I forget the name of the island or wherever it was. They're at 100%.
Gibraltar.
Yeah.
Yes.
100% vaccinated. And they're dropping like fucking flies.
Yeah. Would you believe? Now, you guys might not believe this. Human beings have been around for, I don't know, there's some debate. We'll call it 250,000 years. Do you think in those 250,000 years, where the majority of them, we'll say 245,000 of them, no, we'll say 249,850 of those years, we're just walking around getting germs and bacteria and whatever, and our bodies learn to fight it off. Now, I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with modern medicine, because you can get some like listeria and we can cure that, things that used to kill people. But to sit there and suddenly say, oh, we are going to, we've got this vaccine and it's going to totally bypass 248,500 years of evolution, and it's going to fix everything.
But
and stay inside and cover your mouth and don't go in the sun and don't walk and don't do this and don't do that and don't
create
interact
obesity,
and don't,
which causes more COVID.
They're literally talking about another shutdown, another lockup.
Bring it.
It better not happen before this Cancun trip. I'm going to be fucking pissed.
No, just
we have to go to Cancun before this happens, Jeremy.
Yes, we do.
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
I can give you a prime example of what you're saying, and really quickly, is the three of us, myself and Keisha and myself, we all went through it. It's called the recruit crud. When you go to Paris Island, every single
dirty motherfucker that
yeah, because it just goes through.
All
everyone.
fucking get sick, and then they all get over it at the same goddamn time.
Makes
From
sense.
the DIs on down.
Well, I believe it or not, we're still talking about that. We're still talking about that article.
That too.
The death
Dirty
toll.
fuckers.
The death toll of COVID within the military, the entire DoD, is 75. 75 people have passed away. Now listen. I'm not saying that those. Okay, whatever.
Right.
75 people. How many people die in car accidents? How many people die in training accidents?
Or the vaccine itself?
That is from COVID. Now, what they've been doing is saying they've been doing a cumulative for COVID, but then they'll turn and say, look, it's more deadly than the flu because the flu only has 50,000 a year. This has been going on for 2 years, so it's roughly 37 a year. So 37 equals, somehow I did this math, 99.97% survival rate.
Holy shit. It's almost like it hasn't really fucking changed.
Yeah. And here, there you go. I have it right here. Death toll was 75 in 2 years, so 37 a year. 96 deaths due to accidents in the military in 2020. So roughly 3 times the amount of deaths.
It's like a weekend in Chicago.
No one's saying shit. And with that, unvaxxed airmen are going to be barred from PCSing if the vax works.
Yeah, so they are canceling orders. They're canceling leave. They're canceling everything.
My question
even
is
retirements.
My question is why?
Because control.
Oh, by the way,
if you don't get what we're telling you,
we're so kicked off of YouTube, by the way.
Fuck it.
We're going to have so many flags on this thing. But honestly, and this is like, it's becoming the old trope. It's becoming the meme. It is, if the vaccine works, then why do you need me to get vaccinated to protect you from me who's not,
you are vaccinated.
No.
Just fucking with you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
but yeah, if yours works, why do I need to get it?
Exactly. And it's like, well, because it doesn't really work.
I lick windows and drink from the hose.
Hey,
fuck off.
Keisha, I'm going to need you to wear a diaper so I don't shit myself.
Yes.
And surprisingly, John, who does not ever really get on social media, John Stillwell, my previous roommate, and that's coming from a doctor. Boom. Fucking said.
Why? What happened?
Because you said it's basically it's your opinion as a doctor, medical professional, but also as a person.
I never give my medical opinion. I don't. Hold on. Wait. Time out. Listen.
That's
everybody.
why I said opinion.
That's not an opinion. This is Kevin Sullivan speaking. I'm not speaking officially under my license or anything like that.
This was humor. That was the point. That was sarcasm.
I know, but when my mortgage depends on it, I'm like, fair. Hey, that's funny. Listen, the Chinese government. I apologize.
You said China. You said it.
I would like to thank our overlords, and I would like to say Xing Zong. No, I don't know.
Let's go, Brandon. Oh yeah. So, but yeah, when you get medical professionals, even my own doctor, who is a left field guy, who's like, yeah, you shouldn't get it because your medical issues and history and past, and John knows it, and Keisha's seen some of it. it's probably not a good idea. And then when people are like, oh, you should not get this, you should not get that, or you should get it, you should get that. I'm like, what? My doc just said don't fucking get it. It'll probably make me even worse. I probably shouldn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm not saying like as a if I were a medical professional and I had populations of people, right? It's dangerous to a group of people.
We lost you.
Me?
Yep.
I'm gone?
Yep.
Why does this keep
Can you,
happening?
Keisha, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Okay.
still on. You're not.
Yeah, we can
You're
hear
not
him
on.
too.
Yeah, your whole thing is dead.
But you can hear me?
We can hear you, yeah. So we have like a 30-second time frame before this cuts out.
Hey guys, thanks for checking out the 21 Gun podcast. We had Keisha on from something.
Wounded Veterans Relief Fund.
Awesome. We kind of got this together. Somehow my camera kicked off. I think my camera just kicked off. I think we're going to be okay because I'm not showing videos or anything like that. So I think we're okay.
Yep, it still shows you up. Cool.
Yeah. If you guys want to learn about 21 Gun and everything we talk about and all that, head over to 21gun.net. Spell it out, 21gun.net. If you think you would do well with a service animal and you live in the North Carolina area, give me a call. No, I don't have my number out there.
Shemaya.
Send me yeah, or Shemaya. Send me an email, Kevin@21gun.net. Guys, we lost our guest today. We did our best. Thank you.
We did. We had KB. She
Thank you,
totally
Keisha, for
fucking killed
coming
it.
on. Yeah, thank you for coming on and saving us. Other than that, I think we just kind of droned on for an hour and
okay. We're again, before we actually officially cut out and your shit cuts out, we're at a point to where we can officially say what we want. We talked about this when we first started as with this Freedom Net. We are components of freedom of speech.
We allow veterans to use their voice and express their opinions. That's all it is. Opinions, people. Sorry. That's.
But that still goes into free speech instead of being censored or cut back or having to restrict ourselves.
Back when we used to have free speech. But no, the point is veterans need a voice and sometimes they feel like they can't speak up, and you're absolutely allowed to speak up. And if people don't agree with you, debate me. Send me an email and be like, hey, I didn't agree with that, and then I'll come at you with some data. Lots of numbers and probably put you to sleep.
If you let me talk a little bit more.
Well, yeah.
Okay, go ahead. I guess so. Wait. Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Nothing bad. So I also am an outreach coordinator for Florida for Warriors and leadership. So we do hikes in Florida, the state of Florida only. And we also do it to bring camaraderie and suicide prevention for our brothers and sisters. So if anybody's ever in the Florida area, Florida for Warriors, we have a Facebook group. We have two of them, Florida for Warriors and Florida for Warriors group. The group is for all the veterans, so we can, talk shit, come together. If you need something, you can always post on there. We have hikes in Florida. We do camping trips. So if you guys want to get on there and have some fun in Florida when there's no other hikes, get on there, and I'll be there.
She's done quite a few hikes there, so it's
You would have fucked up knee, crazy.
crazy ass.
All right, guys.
Hey, was comfortable, okay?
That's fair.
Thank you so much for checking out the 21 Gun podcast. Again, head over to 21gun.net. Spell that out. We'll be back on next week. I don't know. We got some guests coming up. I don't know. I'll check in.
If they show up.
If they show up, I'll update the.
I'll make sure he gets on next time.
Yeah. Tell him that. Go be like, dude. Kevin was inconsolable. He had tears flowing down his face. So much so.
Tears.
That's why he cut the camera off. He's like, motherfucker.
So much so it shorted out the camera. That's all it was. Awesome. All right, cool. Thanks for checking us out, and we will see you next week, same place, same time, and all that good stuff. Peace in the Middle East.
Love and chicken grease.
In the Middle East, really?